Hey everybody, thanks for joining me on this one too. So the winner did contact me, and that was so cool. So the winner has given me his address, and it will be shipped out on Monday. So cool. I'm really happy for him. It's funny, the last guy who won one of these when I gave it out, the guy put it in his store window and had it for years. It was so awesome. Back when I was running Lounge Grayskull, one of my forums I had a contest similar to this, and the guy won. So let's go ahead and talk about the land shark some more, because I'm pretty excited about actually finishing this. So before we jump into it, let's see. She always loses her mask. It's funny, because she loses her mask so often, and you always see these toys that are missing like one little accessory. I found a guy online that was selling another mask by itself, and I ended up buying it. That's why Mary Jane has her mask on as well. There we go. Mary Jane, your mask is crooked. She's been teaching you all wrong. Oh. So my question is, if they clone the mask, because we know in Masters of the Universe they can clone anything, including swords, will two cats appear if they both put their mask down? That's the important question to know. Anyway, in case you guys have not seen my cool cat, I know many of you guys have already, here it is again. Oh, this cat is so cool. So the story behind this is this cat was originally black, and it's from a Dungeons and Dragons figure 2-pack set. And the guy wanted to make a cringer out of this, and so he wanted me to make a smaller head than the one I designed already. And when I saw it, I'm like, this would make an awesome cat form Catra. So that's why I made this armor and this mask. And it's crazy, since I made this, quite a few people have reached out to me and they said, hey, I want an armor and mask for mine too. And they actually went and bought the figure from Hasbro Pulse from the Dungeons and Dragons 2-pack just so they could make their own Catra. Now, I'm personally not going to make a cringer out of it. I'm going to use the Classics Battle Cat for my cringer. I think it's just really cool. That way it's still He-Man. But for her, I mean, that's just perfect sizing. All right, so let's see. It's like no one's chatting. Let me type a hello and see if you guys are able to chat okay. Somebody give me a yo or something so I know that this is actually working. All right, Randy. Hey, cool. Thanks for coming back, Randy. So this is what I'm selling, in case you guys are curious. Starting bid, like I said, is $1, and you will get the cool handles, and you will get the seat that at this point is still removable. You can see I put a little base in the bottom down there to hold the seat in place. And that way, if you decide you want to make your own seat or something else, you can. Or if you just want to pull it out and put them right in the hole, you can do that as well. The engine's still attached, but if you decide you want the engine to be detachable, basically it's just the 2 screws in the bottom right there will allow the engine to detach. And I can't believe it. After I got off the video with you guys when I first started sanding this, I just all of a sudden put it on there backwards. And it was the craziest thing. It just gave me that much more room, and it worked perfect. And it's like, no way. That's all I had to do was turn it around. And I thought that was so funny. I didn't think of that when I was doing it. Now, if you are going to get this, you'll notice there's a small gap right here. I think it's fine. Like it's that big of a deal. It was kind of a pain to create an object that would fit inside this opening after sanding it. So even though I made the object, I still had to do some sanding on the bottom. I reinforced this with super glue so it wouldn't break, because it did snap on me when I first made it. So I had to glue it back together. So that's a little stronger now. And this little piece that hangs over goes into this area right here. So there is some baking soda still on there from falling off the fix. So there it is. And it was funny, my friend just told me just last night, yeah, I use baking soda and super glue all the time. So that's why I thought, okay, I'll give it a shot and see how it works. So let's see if you guys have any questions. Hey there, Sportimus, for joining us. I appreciate it. So if you guys don't have any questions, let's talk about some cool things. So not all of you guys tune into all my videos all the time, so some of this will be kind of repeat, but some of this is not. So something that I think is so cool is if you look at some of the old Skeletor scenes in some of the comics, he has a small little table that has a Castle Grayskull and miniature people on it. So I went and got the Castle Grayskull rug, and let's see, it goes this way. So this is where the door opens up right here. And then I took those little Castle Grayskulls they had for the minis, and I sanded out the window and sanded out this spot right here. You kind of see it used to have a, I don't have another front on this one, but it used to have this big old piece right here. It's supposed to be just on this side. And then you can just set this right here, and it works so well with those little minis. And someone told me last video I should try to take Skeletor and put him inside the Hot Wheels one. I don't know how well that would work. I don't think his legs bend very well. Yeah, I think his legs are just going to snap if I try to bend them too much. So I do fear trying to stick him in a Hot Wheel. But I imagine if you were to cut his legs off, that'd probably work pretty well. So now he has his planning table where he can stand around and direct how the Masters and how they're going to attack Castle Grayskull. Well, I have to remove the legs to put in the Hot Wheels. Thanks, Spartamus. That is good to know. Sportimus. But these guys are so cool, and it's just so perfect. I use the wrestling tables, the ones that are made to break apart. And basically what I did was I just glued them so they don't break apart anymore. And put two of them together, like I said, and then printed off the mat on photo paper. And it just works perfect. Burp. Check that out. All right. The minis are cool. I love them as well. He has it in the Filmation episodes too, huh? Yeah, I saw it in the one for the Point Dread one where he has them. Wish they'd make more of these. I mean, these four are cool, and I suppose I probably could take Tila and buy another one and turn her into Evil Lyn. I've actually done that before, believe it or not. I had a Tila. Here, I'll show you guys. I wanted to make my own chess set one time, and they made these really cool 2000X miniature figures. I don't know if you guys have seen these. Some people turned them into Christmas ornaments, but they got these cool little figures that used to come in these sets, and they were pretty cool. And they gave us a Tila, but again, they did not give us Evil Lyn. And I wanted Tila to be one of the queens, but I also wanted Evil Lyn to be one of the queens. So I had to make my own custom Evil Lyn out of a Tila, and she's somewhere in here. Where is she? Nope, that's Skeletor. Skeletor! Look how cool these look. I mean, it's a 2000X style. Let me get my light on so you guys can really see how good these things look. And it was funny, too, because for a while they were selling them in the dollar store as singles. And it's just, there's such high detail on these. They're a really cool way to 2000X sculpts if you didn't want to buy the whole entire figure. Maybe somebody liked Evil Lyn more than I did. I can't believe she's missing. Okay, it's time to take some stuff out of here. There she is. Boop. So there's my custom Evil Lyn that I did out of... Now, granted, as when I first started painting, so I wasn't like really good at it yet, and I just kind of took and used some Sculpey and put it in, and just put that on there and stuck it in boiling water. But there was my Evil Lyn. Thanks, man. I made this so many years ago, so I made a giant chess set, and each one of these pieces would be a different piece, and then I told my kids ahead of time what each one was, and we had good guys versus bad guys, and it was an awesome chess set. And then for the pawns, we just used these little pieces here, which came in a different game, which were made to shoot marbles at them. And basically, they were just the pawns. So All right, let me go and grab the lid for this. Where did I stick it? I know why this is out. This is where my dice go. Ugh. I used to have a really cool big red dice. I don't know what happened to it. It's somewhere. Let's see. Got it labeled dice just in case I forget. Oh, I'll just set this over here. My tape measure. And my Yahtzee dice I had to dump out because I was doing the roll that I forgot to use the cup when I was doing the roll for the winner. Love the 2000X He-Man sword. Yeah, Heather, that's interesting. I think it's really cool, the design of it, that it's like a techno sword. And I remember the Four Horsemen, their idea was that that his sword had to be remade because Skeletor claimed both halves of the sword. So he now had the original power sword, which was that rip apart one that we saw with the 2000X Skeletor, or Skeletor, and later on Keldor too for the special release version. So that was kind of fun. Which land sharks do you like more, the beer or the vehicle? Well, I'm a nerd at heart, so the vehicle is cooler. Now, granted, like I said, I am selling this for starting bid for $1, but who knows? I might get another land shark and do it again. I still have these objects saved on my computer, so if I'm careful and carve this out the same way, then I can get the seat to fit the same way in there. So I might make another one, I don't know. But I was even thinking, just these handles alone would be cool for people that just want the handles to be in the right spot instead of trying to reach their figure up here. I'm just curious, I wonder how he fits in here. You know what? Even he fits better in here than he did originally. That's funny. You can even use it for the... Now, the handles don't work for him because his hands are not angled the same way that the Classics is. But still, he actually fits better in the seat with the new seat than he did before the seat was changed. That's funny. That's crazy. Anyway, it's made for Classics, though. It's not going to be used for Origins. All right. Oh, hey, I did finally get my cape on there. Ta-da! Thanks to so many viewers that told me how to put the cape on. I appreciate it. So now I got my cool She-Ra-ish figure from Mythic Legions. There it is. She is really cool. I'm pretty happy to have her. So how cool is that? Now I do have some figures I need to get busy opening. I got some Battle Cats to open and a Panther, as you can see. I haven't got around to opening those yet. One of these Panthers is or Battle Cats is gonna be my new Cringer. I just gotta bust his head off and do that. And I got this cool Batman Bat-Tech suit that I'll make a video soon that you guys will check out, hopefully, and that will be a neat video. And my latest project that I'm still working on is making a chair for Zodak to fly around in that can be printable, so I can make a bunch of them. So that is still in work too. So got a lot of projects in the hopper right now. But oh, and I finally got my new motor to go with those toys from Italy that are motorized. So how cool is that? Let's see if you guys have any questions. How does the cape go on? Well, the way the cape goes on is take your head off. There's some attach points right there, and you basically force the holes open and put 2 of them, one from each side, underneath there, and then 2, one from each side underneath there. And then that's how you fit the cape on. Now, it's weird because they're not evenly spaced, which seemed really strange to me. But if you do it right, you end up having the longer side on the sword side, which to me made sense because that way then she can, kind of not be hindered when she puts her shield out. Now, you probably could turn the cape over and do it the other way too. It just depends what you want for your preference, whether you want the longer cape on the shield side or the sword side. But who knows? Maybe she's left-handed. Maybe it should be this way. And there. Now the shorter side's on her sword side. And I imagine there's probably left-handed warriors out there, right? Man, she is so cool. I cannot believe I did not buy more Mythic Legends figures. I got the horse coming for Rio Blast, and I still have to finish making Rio Blast's cool little hut that I'm working on. So see, another project in the works that I'm working on. Oh, the new Moss Man. I've seen that new Moss Man, Heather. He is really cool. I've been tempted to buy some of those, but I know once I start, I'll never stop. And being I was in the middle of doing a bunch of She-Ra stuff, I decided to get the She-Ra. I did not get the Hordak, though, just the She-Ra one. If you have a chance, check out some of my videos on She-Ra. I've done some really cool ones. I made some cool customs and stuff. And I got 4 granddaughters, and so, you know, I got to be into She-Ra stuff now. So, is that Thor helmet on She-Ra? It does kind of look like that. This is actually from, like I said, Mythic Legions, Mythic Legions, and she comes this way. She also comes with a secondary head that looks like this. And what's strange is they obviously had to pick something that looked kind of like her wings, but these actually pull off her head. And you can actually swap them out. Now what's cool too is they actually have wings you can buy, and I almost got some wings for her that go in the same place as these shoulder pads do. But then of course you lose the shoulder pads. So this is not actually She-Ra. I forget what her name is, but I'm sure somebody here could probably say what her name is. Now, I'm not super happy with how her face looks. It looks a little bit scary, but the articulation on this figure is unbelievable. The 4 Horsemen knocked it out of the park. It is really cool. So anyway, let me go ahead and put her back. Do you guys see that figure back there in the corner? This is a fun figure. Oh, my beast. So this guy, they released 2 different forms of him. They released this one here, and they released the one where he's in the green suit with the weird mask and stuff. My friend has that one. I have this one. I just wanted this one because he looks like the one that fights Superman as opposed to the other one before he's, you know, I guess my friend did tell me, though, in the other suit he does cause a lot of havoc. But I didn't really know that because I watched the cartoons more than read the comic books. So, but he is quite the awesome figure. And I wanted him because he is a nice opposing force for He-Man. Oh, I mean, that's just... It gives He-Man a run for his money. All right, back in the corner, Mr. Ponytail Man. All right, let's see if you guys have any other questions. Oh, the Andre the Giant, Master Far. I cannot wait to get that figure. I'm guessing that is going to be our Titus figure as well. It stinks, though. He doesn't look like he's big enough. Because, you know, the original Titus was like, I don't know, 15 to 18 inches or something. Then when we got Classics, we got the 12-inch one. And now the new one is what, like 8 inches? But that Andre the Giant is going to make a really cool custom King Grayskull. Because he's going to be taller than Classics by just a little bit. And we know King Grayskull is bigger than the standard figures. So I want to get Andre the Giant just so I can turn him into a King Grayskull custom figure that will be worthy of his height to match the He-Man figures. So the first chance I get when I see that Andre the Giant, I'm going to probably pick up 1 or 2 of them. But that would be cool. What's up with... Wait, what set is that on Panther? Oh, so this right here is not Panther. I know it may look like Panther, but this is actually a black cat from Dungeons and Dragons 2-pack set. And what it is Catra, when she puts her mask down in the cartoon, she would turn into this cat. So this is the cat form of Catra. You can see I made her mask on the front and then made the armor on the back. And there it is. And then I painted the cat purple. He was black originally. And so I really wanted the cat form of Catra to go with my classics. So that is what that is. So if you watch the old She-Ra cartoons, you will see her transform into this cat when she puts her mask down over her eyes. So that is what that is. I think that's the question you're asking, right? Oh, she just keeps losing all her accessories, and her shiny red boots just keep folding in. There we go. Now, if you do get the Classics Catra, one thing I suggest you do, that I did, was I added 1 drop of super glue right here, because her cape was separate, and it would always sit higher, so it had like a weird little thing coming up, and then her collar would be on top of that. So to make the collar look more like the cartoon, I just put, like I said, 1 little drop of super glue right where the 2 touch, and it looks so much better. Then I also added one of Hordak's armbands on her leg, which I think looks really cool too. So that's a quick way to do some customizations on Catra. Just 1 drop of super glue, Hordak's armband, and then the whip is from the weapons pack, as opposed to the cat whip she comes with the comb. There we go. Hooray. All right, let's see what else we got. All hail the Horde. No. Hey, Euroman, thanks for joining us. Can you please make a Discord so I can friend you and interview you? All right, Master Farm, we'll have to figure out some way to do it. Maybe we'll have to do it via what is that called? Zoom or something. And that way then you can interview me. We'll figure something out so you can do an interview on me. That'd be cool. All right, so has the winner of the figure joined us? I did send you an email if you are on here, so you would know if you're the winner. Let's see. Does Catred shed on sofas? She does, Master Far. That's why Skeletor has kicked her out of the castle, and now she's with the Horde. Do Origins fit on the attack track? You know, I don't have an attack track readily available, but this should. I mean, we found that almost all Origins actually fit better on the old toys than the original toys do. So it's kind of funny, being that they're articulated in multiple spots, you can make them fit better than the other ones. You don't have to have their legs quite as wonky to fit into some of the vehicles. So far they seem to fit. Now, the attack track, I think it will work because their legs do go straighter. You may have to finagle them a little bit around to make them work. Something like that. But it should work on the attack track. I don't see why it wouldn't. So you may have to angle the feet out, kind of crazy, wampus. But it should work. Does the attract count as a character? I don't think it does, especially the one with the toys. Now, of course, the robotic one, it does have the you know, kind of crazy how it has its own AI built in it. And I guess if Roboto counts as a thing and Battle Cat counts as a character, I suppose the attack track from Filmation would as well. Even though I think that's lame that it's stuck inside the vehicle. I think it'd be cooler if it was like Tony Stark's AI, where it's everywhere he goes, not just in his suit. And I think that makes more sense. You know, if the attack track AI was actually Man-at-Arms AI in his lab and happened to be everywhere he goes. Without Gauntlet. I think the Gauntlet's a big old cheat with Thanos. Yeah. Attack track is like a Eternia kit. You know, I always thought the attack track was more like the Mystery Machine. Now, it did have a talking voice, but it was like, you know, Scooby and the gang, they all hop in the van and they solve some mysteries. And then you have, you know, He-Man or Prince Adam and his buddies, they all hop in the attack track and go right around and solve some mysteries. So I thought it always reminded me of the Scooby Mobile. All right, well, I think I'm going to end this video. So if you guys have any other questions, now's the time to ask. I did get this cool Tila armor I'll be using for some kind of custom in the near future. So this will be kind of fun to see what I do with it. So that'd be kind of cool. And I only need one more Spider-Man figure, and that's going to be Iceman. And then later on, I'll be showing you guys my plans for this Bat Tech armor that I have here. And I'm not so worried about the Batman himself. He's, you know, not quite the right height, but I have plans for this. And I can't wait to show you guys what I'm planning. It's going to be cool. I just wish it was a little taller. It's just not quite tall enough, but it'll still be cool. So we'll see how that goes. And for those that were not here before, I am working on a new custom figure. Where did I stick that? I'm not sure, but something else I'm working on is these Nerf guns are going to be part of a cool spaceship that I cannot wait to reveal to you guys. I got 2 of them, and a friend of mine, he takes Nerf guns and changes them into cool starships, and so I have a plan for these that will fit in with the He-Man universe. So that will be cool. I cannot wait to show you guys when I finish that. I have it partly done, but I still got a lot more work to go on it. I said it. Oh, here it is. Burp. And then I got this figure right here, and I'm going to use his helmet to make the astronaut that's in Castle Grayskull. I'm going to mix him with that purple figure. Oh, what is his name? The one that... Oh, the Mighty Spector. Yeah, that's right. And this helmet's about the right size to fit across there. Now, one of you guys actually gave me the idea. Yep, Fortnite. And the person who showed this to me told me to get the shorter figure, but the bigger one is the right size helmet for the Castle Grayskull armor astronaut. So that's why I decided to go with this one. Like I said, I'll be mixing this helmet with some extra little goodies with the Mighty Spector to make the Grayskull robot. It does look too big, but check this out, Master Far. Let me grab the Grayskull robot. Huh. There he is. So here is the Grayskull robot, and the helmets are about the same size. So check that out. So yes, the actual figure's big, but the helmet's right. And that's what I was going for. I was going to steal his helmet to make my custom figure. So that is why he is such a huge, giant figure, is to match the helmet. Let's see, incredible. Almost everything from Powers of Grayskull was made except Hebrew and Eldor. Yep, but we have them now. We have them both in classics, and we also have them in the other one. All right. Well, do you guys have any other questions for me before I end this feed? Let me see if I can find that purple figure I was talking about. Here he is. So this is the figure I was thinking of for the body, and he does have some similarities to the astronaut. So I thought that'd be a good figure to use with this helmet. And I'll probably do a live video feed showing making this transition, just like I did with the Land Shark. And then afterwards I'll do a final recap video, fast motion, with the final reveal at the end. Just like always. What glue do you use for repairs? I actually use a bunch of different kinds of glue. I use a lot of super glue, the gel kind. I also use a 2-part 5-minute epoxy. I use that quite often. Sometimes I actually use resin that hardens with a UV light. That works really good too. Echo 1 or Attack Track? Echo 1, sorry. I really dislike the Attack Track in Filmation. I've been tempted to make my own giant attack track, but, you know, I just don't think I'm going to do it. The original attack track was pretty cool. I kind of like that. Let's see, Master Far said, I mean, back then, I'm 100% sure Flying Fist He-Man was meant for that line, considering how he uses the new leg joints. Yeah, it was strange they changed the leg joints like that. So, yeah, right in the middle, getting rid of the rubber bands. I have some little pieces that are broken off some of my figures. Ooh, that's not good, man. Yep, sometimes it's hard. Scooby or Cringer? Scooby. Scooby all the way. Cringer kind of annoyed me, so did Orko. In fact, as some of you guys have heard, my He-Man storyline, if I got to choose how I wanted it, there would be no Prince Adam, no Cringer, no Orko. He'd be a barbarian all the time that worked his way to the power of Grayskull with the 2 swords. He has his power armor harness on that has a force field built in. His cordite crystal gives him more strength. Then eventually he gets the 2 swords and combines them and becomes the He-Man we know and love. Before that, he's still called He-Man because he's still big and strong and he's from that tribe, and he gets the armor and stuff from the Green Sorceress. So that is my storyline that I like the best. But I still collect almost all of it. Well, Heather, thanks for joining us. I appreciate all your comments. That's a lot of fun having you on here. And Master Far, like always, thanks for being here. Your man, thanks for joining us as well. Sludge Master, if you're still on there, thanks for joining us, man. I know you're having problems with your internet. Oh, Chris Allen is here. And he says he's the one who won the contest. He is. Thank you, Chris, for being a part of our group. Master Farce's Prince Adam is honestly most interesting, especially in the 2000X cartoon. Totally different. Don't get me wrong. The Prince Adam in there, it was cool, and I did like the way they did it. I just I've always liked the barbarian idea. And so I can imagine if you want to take the two and meld them together, imagine that kid, Prince Adam, we know from 2000X, getting the armor, fighting for the swords, eventually becoming He-Man out of working for it, not just given to him so easily. That's fine, man. You can enjoy Prince Adam from Filmation. I know a lot of people do, and that's cool. No problem. We all have our own ways we like to go, right? I just had the mini comics first, so that's kind of my first love with the mini comics. Well, thank you for saying I'm the best customizer on YouTube. I don't believe I am, but thank you anyway. I'd like to share that the Moto Classics were great, but I'm actually enjoying having more fun with the Origins line. Yeah, the Origins are a blast. I love the interchangeability. I can just yank parts off and change them and stuff. Now, it stinks the arms don't come off this. I really wanted to make a battle armor Keldor that was Caucasian, but these arms don't come off. No! So we kind of lost our cool customization easiness to make, easy battle armors. Now you can still make a battle armor faker. You just got to switch it here at the elbow instead of switching it at the arm, because hopefully they'll make faker the same color blue that they made the Skeletor. But they might make them more turquoise, because we have seen a turquoise faker many times, so that would stink. Chris, that's cool that you like the Filmation designs though too. Yep. Yeah, but like you said, you know, barbarians, it was so cool back then. I love the idea of the tech being from uh almost a past time, and that tech time is over now. Now we're back to barbarian time. So there's only so much tech left in Eternia. And you know, you have guys like Man at Arms who try to make the tech, but the original tech was created by ancestors, and so it's now protected inside Castle Grayskull. I love that idea. That way you have a limited number of laser guns, you have a limited number of, you know, whatever it is, and that's it. You just can't go make more. I don't know why we don't have that figure yet, Master Far. That would be a cool figure to have. New Adventures Adam. I hate the pink. That's funny. Sometime I am going to share with you guys the story of New Adventures from the comic. It is so cool. It was a great story. I wish they would have used that for the cartoon. Yep, and Zodak. All right. Well, thanks again for joining you guys. Again, if you want to get the Land Shark, I know I keep my friend would say you're pimping that, man, but this is on sale. Starting bid is $1, and the seat is removable, so you guys can have some fun with that. And the engine can be removable by pulling out those 2 screws. If for some reason you want just the handles, contact me on Facebook. Find me and contact me, and I can make some more handles for you guys. I'm not going to make any more seats, though, for people individually, because it's just too customized to fit inside every slot they make. But the handles, though, will work on everybody's. There's no customization to it. And that's about it. And if you guys do want to get this armor and this helmet, I do sell them unpainted. You have to get some red spray paint and hit it up. Again, find me on Facebook. They're pretty easy to paint. The hard part's painting the cat. And again, it's the guy I met's trying to do his. My comments never happen. All right, Kel, let's see. Let me go back and take a look and see what you wrote. I don't see any of your comments, Kel. Oh, there's one. How do you come across that super expensive, super rare Doomsday? I have the suited one. Oh, you have the suited one. Oh, man. The suited one is worth so much more. I actually bought this on Cyber Monday, back when it was on Matty Collector. And that's how I got mine. I actually got them on sale. It was funny when I got them. I always take off. I used to take off Cyber Monday all the time just so I could be there for all the sales. And I remember being so excited when he was on there and he was on sale. The suited one is worth so much more, though. So, excellent. All right, let me see. Did I answer your question, Kel? Let's see. What was that? About, yep, I did a Stinker and a Clawful. Oh, the Kildor, that mono released. Yeah, it looked really cool. Yeah, I've only bought 2 mono figures so far, and that's Scareglow and He-Man. And my He-Man I turned into a Titus. That was cool. My Scareglow just sits on my shelf because, come on, he glows in the dark. How cool is that? So, all right. Thanks, you guys, and I will see you next video. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and this will be my last live video tonight, but I should have some more coming up hopefully soon, and I should have more videos that aren't live as well. I'll keep trying to do the premieres, and then also I'll chat on those as well. All right. Again, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and that's all I got. Bye now.